So I invented my own card game. Then I invited some of my real-life friends to come over and demonstrate the game for me.
Hindi marunong.
Hindi ako marunong. Ba't may isa naka-expose ka?
To start the game, make sure to shuffle the cards for game randomness and fairness.
So,
2 people and a moderator can only play the game. The moderator can be any person. It could be one of the players or another person. The moderator will hold the deck of 52 cards for the game and distribute cards to the players for the whole game. Each player will get 1 card to start the game. The moderator shall give their cards face down, not showing their value. Then, the moderator will ask if they would want to change their card. There will be 3 cases. First, if both players decide to keep the cards they got, they can keep it. Then, the moderator will put the next card on the deck to a new separate section. We'll call this section the graveyard. Please take note of this graveyard section as we will use it later. Second, if one player decides to change their card, that player will give his card to the moderator for him to place it on the graveyard. The moderator will provide the next card on the main deck as a replacement. Third, if both players decide to change cards, they must deal their cards on the table. The card with the highest numerical value based on the numerical conversion table you saw at the start of this video shall be changed. We'll discuss using the numerical conversion table later in this video. However, the losing player will place their losing card on another new personal deck that we will call the second deck. We'll discuss more of that second deck too later. After people have finished that distribution round, the distribution of cards shall continue, applying the rules of card change we discussed earlier, repeating by round. But, for the subsequent distribution rounds, the player can choose any card on their playing deck to be changed. Note that only 1 card can be requested to be changed every round. The moderator shall stop the drafting round when all players get 8 cards, including those on their playing deck and in their second deck. The sample match you will see shall explain all the game mechanics using the Filipino language. So if you are a Filipino, you shall be able to understand the game better. We'll name our sample participants Viprin and Second to ensure their privacy.
Bibigyan ko sila ng 8 cards. 1 kada round. Pag naka 8 rounds na, sisimula na yung laban. Oh.
Mars, may malabas mamaya, game.
Oh.
Pagkano nilabas mamaya?
Simula na, oo. Sabihin niyo kung magpapalit kayo.
Ayoko.
Hindi ka magpapalit. Tapos itong hindi papalitan, mapupunta sa graveyard. Lalagyan na lang natin dito.
Ay, di pa nga kami na ano.
Hindi pa kayo magpalit eh. Ayaw nyo na magpalit eh. Next.
Okay.
Hindi. Ikaw, hindi ka magpapalit. Dahil di
Magpapalit
sila
ako,
nagpapalit.
Magpapalit ako.
Magpapalit ka? Ayan. Tapos yung binigay niya sa akin na ipapalit, mapupunta sa graveyard. Next.
Hindi na pinakita.
Magpapalit kayo?
Oo, nakita eh.
Dahil nagpalit siya, mapupunta sa
Huwag mo
graveyard.
kasi, huwag mo kasi ichachaya. Hindi na.
Next. Papalit kayo?
Hindi.
Hindi. Hindi sila nagpalit.
leader.
Hindi, di ka. Next. Di ko magana. Uy! What?
Hindi na.
Hindi naman nakalagay din yun.
Papalit kayo?
Hindi.
Oo, ito.
Hindi. Ay, magpapalit ka. Dahil nagpapalit siya, lalagay natin sa graveyard. Next.
Labas ka nga. YouTube.
Sabihin nyo kung nakawalo na kayo, ha?
Hindi ako magpapalit.
Ikaw, third, di ka magpapalit?
Wala.
Papalit ka?
Anong five?
Papalit. Dahil siya magpapalit, lalagay natin sa graveyard.
Nakita ko yung jokes.
Hindi nga gana yung keyboard mo.
Hindi na ako magpapalit.
Oh.
Nice.
Papalit kayo?
Hindi
Hindi.
na.
Nakawalo na kayo?
Hindi.
Hindi pa?
Ito pa lang.
Ito pa lang. Last round. Oh, galawin. Napipindot yan.
Hindi na ako magpapalit.
Palit ako. Hindi ako nito.
Dahil magpapalit siya, lagay sa graveyard. Bibigay ko sa inyo yung bagong card.
Hindi ako nito. Palit.
Bawal! Isang beses ka lang magpalit kada round.
Game. Ano na?
Game na! Lapag dito, ha!
1, 2, 3.
Now, let's start the game. Let's get on to what I'll call the first phase. Every player now has 8 cards in their deck. To start, every player must choose any card from their deck. After the players have chosen their cards, the moderator shall say go. By hearing this, players shall simultaneously drop their chosen card at the center. After they have dealt their cards, the moderator and the players shall determine the winner of that round using the numerical conversion table. Here, the player who dealt the card with a higher numerical value shall be declared the winner, and the lower one shall be the loser. Here are the values of each card. Cards numbered 2 up to 10 have a value of 2 up to 10, respectively. Then, the Jack has a value of 11, the Queen has a value of 12, and the King has a value of 13. Here's the twist. An ace card values 1 and shall lose to numbered cards. However, the ace card has a unique power to beat any official card drawn in the game, like the Jack, for example. In case of a tie in number value, the suit hierarchy should be followed, with spades being the highest ranked, followed by diamonds, hearts, and spades being the lowest. The higher card suit shall be declared the winning card. Here is an example. Viprin drops the 8 of clubs, and second drops the 9 of diamonds. The 9 of diamonds have a higher value than the 8 of clubs, so the 9 of diamonds shall be declared the winner. After the winning and losing card has been determined, the moderator shall place the winning card onto the graveyard. The winning player shall receive a new card from the moderator. Then, the moderator shall place the losing card on the losing player's second deck. We'll call this losing card a register, as it resembles that it's being registered on the second deck for future use. In this case, second's 9 of diamonds goes to the graveyard. In turn, second gets a new card as a replacement. Then Viprin's 8 of clubs go to his second deck because it is a losing card. The process shall continue until a player wins 8 times or runs out of cards in his main deck and fills their second deck with 8 cards. However, the player who still has cards in his main deck shall transfer all the cards from their main deck to their second deck.
Dito ah!
1, 2, 3.
Usog natin yung graveyard dito.
1, 2, 3. Wow.
So, ang card niya dito, 9 of diamonds, tsaka 8 of clubs. Ano nangyayari niyan? Kung sino yung mababa, siya yung matatalo. Tapos yung mananalo, mapupunta sa graveyard. Ito matatalo, mapupunta sa
Sino panalo?
Ikaw. Tapos, ang tawag dito sa ano na to, ito yung tinatawag niyan second deck. Itong second deck na to, yun yung gagamitin mamaya sa second round.
Kasi 2 joints.
Puro ka 2 joints. Tapos yung mananalo, bibigyan natin ng bagong card. Huwag ka dyan pre, kita ka!
Jello!
Next! Ay, di. Sunod. Bigyan na kayo ng ano.
1, 2, 3.
3, go!
No!
Oh, dahil dito, talo si
na naman ako.
John, o pupunta sa second deck yung card niya. Papakita natin yung second deck mo, ayan yung second deck mo. Tapos ito, dahil talo siya,
Sa graveyard deck.
Yung
Tapos,
talo. Kapalit, ako na ito.
bawal! Next. 1, 2, 3, go.
Third.
Dapat sabay nga eh.
Kulit
Dapat
nito.
sabay sila magkano ng cards.
1,
3,
2,
go.
Daya.
Dito na wala.
Bagal mo eh. Talo tuloy
O,
ako.
talo. Tapos eto, pupunta sa graveyard. Mabigay ng bagong card.
Pinapakita ko, ginaganon mo eh.
Kasi wala ka pang graveyard, wala ka pang second deck, no? Next. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, may second deck ka na. Oh, dito yung second deck mo. Tapos eto, punta sa graveyard. Palit na bago. Wag, dito nga second deck mo para makita. 1, 2, 3, go.
2.
Ay nako.
Talo ka ulit. Ay, panalo ka. Ito yung second deck mo yan.
Talo
Ano
na
na
ako.
yun? Graveyard deck yan.
1, 2, 3, go.
Talo.
Talo ka. Second deck mo yan. Nanalo. Tapos, 1, 2, 3, go. Talo ka ulit. 1, 2, 3, go.
Akin na. Ayun.
Ay, ba't ko binalik? Graveyard pala to. Oh, bagong card. 1, 2,
Palit,
3.
pero ko palit.
Kaso ka mong
Pero ko palit.
Ha? Bawal. 1, 2, 3, go.
Talo ako.
Talo ka. Second deck mo yan. Panalo siya. Punta sa graveyard. 1, 2, 3, go. So, talo ka. Tapos, nalalo kang card. Next, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, panalo.
Wow, galing ah.
Second deck, 1, 2, 3, go. Panalo. Oh, register na register ah. Ay, panalo pa rin.
Nakakalito mo lang itong laruin to.
Kalito ano?
Nalilibang ako, tanga.
Nalilibak ka. 1, 2, 3, go.
Ilan na?
Ace. Ay, hindi.
Panalo.
Panalo ka.
Panalo ko?
Ay, hindi. Panalo to. Bali dito yan. Graveyard. Isa lang. Isa lang. Ayan.
Isa pa.
We have reached the second phase. Here's what will happen. Players should get their second deck. This second deck is now officially their new main deck. Also, as a twist, the graveyard and the main deck will be swapped in the second round. To elaborate, the graveyard from the first round will now be the main deck, and the remaining cards on the main deck from the first round will now be the new graveyard. The exact mechanics done in the first phase, with the same rules applied, shall be done again in the second phase, meaning that we'll repeat the whole deal pass replace back in the first round. Similarly, the second phase, like the first phase, shall end when someone registers 8 cards in their second deck, and there are no remaining cards left in that player's deck.
Kasama niya yan dito dahil ubus na siya. Tapos yung 8 napunta dun sa second deck niya, yun yung gagamitin niya. Etong natira sa'yo, yun yung gagamitin mo sa second deck. Ito ang twist dyan. Ito na sa graveyard na to, mabubuhay. Tapos yung natirang cards na hawak ko, yun yung nasa graveyard.
What? Kanina sa graveyard.
Yan na.
Akin to? Akin to?
Oo, lahat yan sa'yo na.
Ano kwento-kwento mga to?
Kung bakit tama ka mo.
One.
Ito ba
1, 2, 3.
Lahat na to?
Oh, isa lang. Tig-isa lang. Sa'yo na yun lahat. 1, 2, 3, go. Talo ka ulit. Ngayon, same rules. Yung mananalo, punta sa graveyard, bibigyan ng bagong card. Tapos, etong second deck na to, ang tawag na sa kanya, final deck. Ito yung magbabasehan ng magiging score nila mamaya. Next. 1, 2, 3, go.
Wala, ulit. Bakit ulit?
Ulit. Dapat sabay ha. 1, 2, 3, go. Wait lang. Ano yun?
Panalo ko.
Ito pala second deck mo. Panalo ka.
Next.
Ito yung second deck mo na yan. Panalo ka, di ba? 1, 2, 3, go. Ba, talo mo na naman to ah. Panalo ka, di ba?
Diba?
Oh,
Second
second deck.
base mo.
1, 2, 3, go. One, two, three, go.
One.
Ay, meron na pala. 1, 2, 3, go. Ano ba? Pare lang. Sige, 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, panalo
Okay,
ko.
pag ganito, tie di ba? 7 tsaka 7. Kita nyo, 7 tsaka 7. Ang mangyayari niyan, paano yung ayos na sabi mo?
Ayos, mauunaw. Heart.
Heart,
Ngayong alas
Spades.
2, laro tayo na ito.
spades,
Alas 2 ah.
Tapos,
Tawag ako rito ah.
tapos diamond
diamond,
and clubs.
clubs. So, mangyayari niyan, di
Mauna
ba?
ang hearts.
Mauuna yung hearts. Kung sino yung mauuna dun sa order ng hearts, spades, diamonds, club, siya yung mananalo. Bale, ito yung panalo. Kanino to?
Sa kanya, lagyan mo dyan. Akin na.
Tapos, may bago siyang card. Yun yung mangyayari pag tie. 1, 2, 3, go. Talo ka. 1, 2, 3, go.
Panalo ko. Next.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Tie na naman.
Hindi oh. Oo.
Tie.
Tie.
Pero, spades yung nauna, so spades yung nanalo. Ayun na to.
Sa kanya.
1, 2, 3, go.
Hmm?
1, 2, 3, go.
Panalo ko.
Last card na. Last card na si ano. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, panalo ulit.
Talo ka. Talo ulit.
Ato.
The moderator shall now determine the winner. Both the participants shall give their final deck to the moderator for counting. To count a player's score, we must refer to the numerical conversion table again, now looking at each card's score equivalent. Here, The table states that cards numbered 2 to 10 are equivalent to 2 to 10 points. However, the jack is equal to 11 points, the queen is equivalent to 12 points, the king is equivalent to 13 points, and the ace has the highest equivalent in the game out of all the cards, which is 14 points. The moderator shall identify the final score by getting the total equivalent of all cards of a player's deck. Say second's deck, for example. Second has a 4 of hearts, which gives 4 points, 5 of hearts, which gives 5 points, 7 of clubs which has an equivalent of 7 points, 7 of diamonds, which gives 7 points too, 2 of hearts, which gives 2 points, 4 of clubs, that is equivalent to 4 points, 2 of diamonds, which gives 2 points, and an 8 of spades which gives 8 points. Second sum of all these points shall determine his final score. 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 8 gives us a total of 39 points. Therefore, second's final score is 39 points. Both players should get their final scores. The moderator shall compare both their scores, and obviously, the player with the higher score shall be declared the winner.
So, dahil naubusan na si ng cards at dahil
Mga
meron
card ko na to.
pang...
Akin na to.
Okay na to.
Oo, wait lang. Dahil may 5 cards pa si pero naubusan na siya, ibig sabihin, tapos na yung laro. Lahat ng cards na napunta kay hawakan mo na nila. Ito natira, graveyard ulit yan. Tapos na yung laro. Paano natin malalaman kung sino yung mananalo? Ano gusto mong alias? Alias, kung ano, pen name, palayo. Para may privacy pa ba? Ano gusto mong pangalan? Pangalan lang natin dito second. Ito si second, ito yung deck niya. Lalapag natin dyan. Ito, pangalan mo. First.
Sige, first ka na lang.
Paano kung natalo ka? Ito na lang ito si Viprin. Ito naman yung deck niya.
Ano yun?
Ito rin sa geometry.
Okay.
Oh, ito si Viprin. Dito naman sa official.
Akin.
Halimbawa,
Dami oh.
Halimbawa, Jack.
11.
Ang points ng Jack,
11.
11 points.
Yes.
Kasi susunod siya ng 10 eh. So, pag Queen naman, dahil kasunod siya ng Jack, 12 points. 11 plus 12,
23
23. Ang King,
is
13 points. 23
23
plus 13, 36. So, ba?
36. What?
Dapat.
Daming lamang ah.
36.
Unahin mo na to. 39.
39.
Wow.
Tapos, 9 to,
48.
48. Tapos, 13 ulit. 61.
61.
Plus 12. 12 to queen to eh. 73.
Tama.
Plus 11, dahil Jack to, 84. Ang score, 39-84. Panalo si Viper!
Lamang ako. Tambak.
Tambak ng ilang points yun. So yun. Thanks for watching and sana ma-enjoy niyo laro. Bye-bye! Bye, shoutout kay Viper tsaka kay Second.